Hey everyone, welcome to another Pick a Card reading. Today, what we're going to be looking at is your near future, so anything between 1 to 3 days from now. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to present you with a few decks. You're going to make a choice, and after that, we will proceed with the reading, okay? All right, perfect. So, let's get started. Alrighty, for those of you who chose the first deck or the Rider Waite deck, this is your reading. So we're looking at the near future and what's going to happen. And like I said, it's going to be between 1 to 3 days from now. And from what I can see, you are going to have plenty of offers to collaborate, not only in the work front as well as the love front or relationship front by any means, whether it be friendship, family, what have you. And with the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot, I can see that you're moving quickly towards your abundance in the next 1 to 3 days. Um, the the amount of the abundance or the level of abundance will vary for each individual, and the situation will vary for each individual. So, if this is in the work department, I see you getting offers, plenty of opportunities in the next 1 to 3 days, either to collab with other people, work with other people, or work on a project that's going to be very lucrative in the future. With the Strength card, it feels like the overall energy, like what you're feeling right now, is pretty secure in yourself, or you're working towards that. But you have a passion and a drive to achieve the goals that you've set. The Strength card is talking about inner strength, talking about that stamina, that drive, and when it's the card underneath the deck, it talks about the overall energy. So, the overall energy that you're bringing into the next 1 to 3 days is a very strong, a very competitive, for lack of a better term, but more or less a driven sort of mindset, a driven sort of attitude. And because of that, that's going to reward in plenty of opportunities on the work front if this is what you're concerned about or working towards. And if it's more in the love department, let's say if you're single, I see you possibly having options to choose from. Not all the options will be, the best options since that's just life, but there will be plenty of options to choose from. And my readings are not oh my lord, gender. How am I struggling with this? Gender specific. But we do have the King of Wands underneath the Seven of Cups. And so, if you are the masculine watching this King of Wands could represent you, and you just kind of having all of these choices presented to you, regardless if it's in the work, love, whatever the front, friends, family, you having a whole bunch of options or decisions to make in regards to the next 3 days, 1 to 3 days. And so you're going to be in a very creative, very, like I said before, determined sort of energy to complete these goals and make these decisions. And you're going to approach these, situations with as much creativity as possible. So if you're the feminine watching this could represent the King of Wands can represent the person coming into the picture that is going to either offer the collaboration, the partnership, or you could be offering this to the individual. It depends on how this uh, plays out. It depends on the individual. It depends on the person watching this. But if you are collaborating with the fire sign, it's not important, but you if you are collaborating with someone like this, they're very passionate, they're very creative, and they have a direction to which they want to go in. They have a vision, and so you this individual will be real easy and real fun to work with because fire signs are really passionate, they're really creative, and they tend to be really fun to work with. And so this can go in another way, whereas that you can meet this person, or again, if you're the masculine watching this, you can meet someone through work that ends up giving you not only not only benefiting you through in a financial sense, but also in a emotional sense. So you can meet like let's say you're starting a new job this week, you can meet new people and have multiple options of people to work with, multiple coworkers that you vibe with, and in that sense you have you know multiple options of who to become friends with, coworkers with, more than friends with, whatever the case may be. If it's college, same thing, friends. You'll have those options in front of you for you to make a choice which person belongs in what group, but just be sure to make the right decision because like I said with the 7 of cups, it's a lot of illusion, a lot of daydreaming, so some things may not be as they seem, but judging by the surrounding cards, it looks like you have a you'll be making the right decisions. Everything looks positive. So yeah, for the near future, I see a lot of opportunities coming your way, whether it be love or work. A lot of financial abundance possibly coming your way, and I see you in a good space. So that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment as well, and I will see you on the next one. Hey everyone of the Hey everyone, for those of you who chose the Golden Tarot deck, I think it's called, this is your reading. So this is the near future, what's going to be happening between the next 1 and 3 days. And so far, when I look at this reading, I feel like you're going to be pretty busy over these next 3 days. The overall energy is the 3 of Cups, so a you could be in a celebratory mood. You could be celebrating something within the next 1 to 3 days. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's someone else's birthday, that might be the case. If you're just going out with friends just to have fun, whatever the case, you seem to be in a decent mood, a happy mood. And the reason why I'm saying this is like I said, with the 3 of Cups being the card at the bottom of the deck, it's usually the overall energy of the reading. Now, with all of this celebration, things may get overwhelming. And I'm one of those types of people that sometimes I need to retreat for a bit to recharge. And it seems like within the next 1 to 3 days, that's going to be recommended, even if it's for like a couple hours or an hour or so a day. It seems like if you're not busy with like friends, family, even work, take that time to relax and collect yourself. But overall, I do see it's going to be you're going to have a very exciting next 3 days, to say the least. Everybody's situation is different. So exciting can mean different things for different people. It could be something more of a fun exciting, or it could be more of a just crazy exciting. But with the 7 of Wands, with I would say that's the Page of Swords. I feel like you're going to be getting bombarded with messages, or bombarded with like requests to do things, go out, or if it's work related, requests for different projects or different jobs to do, and you're gonna really be thinking about this stuff. Really kind of contemplating what to do, planning out and stuff. But just be careful not to get too much in your head because we do have the 8 and the 9 of Swords present in the reading, which can point to anxiety, stress, all that good stuff. being sarcastic. Anxiety, stress, and with the Page of Swords, especially with the amount of swords cards in the reading, um, this would be this all this stuff that's happening within the next 1 to 3 days could put you in your head a bit and have you overthinking a few situations. Um, but besides that, I do see happiness and I do see abundance coming your way within the next 1 to 3 days. Again, that can vary for different individuals. Abundance can mean different things for different people. So you may be celebrating a like a success that you did, and you may be celebrating with friends, and because of that, you have all this stuff you want to plan out for the celebration. Just in planning out for the celebration, just be careful not to overwhelm yourself, because you will be getting tons of you will be pretty busy over the next 1 to 3 days. So you're gonna have tons of things to work with the King of Cups as well as the Ten of Pentacles. Like I said, I do see whatever this is, whatever is happening over the next 1 to 3 days, it's going to bring emotional fulfillment, because the King of Cups is a very emotional fulfilled person. This could be you if you're the masculine. If you're the feminine, this could be an individual that is either helping you with this situation, or someone that's going to be very pivotal that could come in the situation. If you know this person, like I said, it varies for different people. But this King of Cups is someone who's very, emotionally intelligent. They're not someone that gets too overly emotional, although they do feel things pretty deeply. And like I said, with the Ten of Pentacles, that's abundance, that's stability, that's happiness. So basically, what I see happening over the next 1 to 3 days, just to kind of like sum everything up, is you achieving something of some importance, something that makes you happy, something that brings you happiness. But with that will come responsibility. Or you celebrating something, but with that comes a lot of responsibility of setting everything up. And if that does occur, just be careful not to get too overwhelmed, because that is a possibility with all the work and all of the messages and communication that could be coming in the next 1 to 3 days. So, with that in mind, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Take care and have a good one. For those of you who chose deck number 3, or the Hermetic Tarot deck, this is your reading for the near future. So we're looking at the next 1 to 3 days from now. And so the overall energy is the Eight of Cups, which tells me you're moving on from something. It might not be anything recent. It could be something that you've just kind of been dealing with. But I do see you moving on from something that's previously kind of kept you stuck. And this can go in the relationship front, work front, whatever the case. I do see you moving on from something that's kept you stuck. And what's going to help you do this is, I feel like it's going to be some good news. And the reason why I say that is that we have the Princess of Cups with the Eight of Wands. Now, Eight of Wands is for communication, fast-moving energy, things that kind of move at a rapid pace. And the Page of Cups is usually good news. Princess of Cups is the page, so I'll say the page, princess, good news, happy news, emotional, fulfilling news. So I do see that coming in pretty quickly, and since we're talking about the next 1 to 3 days, it could come within that time frame. It can also come, just maybe a day later or so, depending who's watching this. Everybody's timeline is different, but I see you getting this news, and it's helping you overcome, like I said, this stuck feeling. This, maybe you were in a place where you felt that just everything was dull or not as eventful, or whatever the case. Just things just felt stagnant and stuck. Because with the King of Cups and the Devil, like I said, the King of Cups is a very emotional, intelligent individual, but they're also very to themselves. They're not somebody that's going to just dump their emotions on other people. They're not someone who's going to, be so overly emotional that they can't, make sound decisions. The King of Cups is more sound and stable. And so I feel like what this news is going to do is allow you to get more sound and stable in your emotions. And so that way you can overcome the card beneath it, but no, oh my lord, beneath it, which is the devil. And the devil is, addictions, feeling stuck, feeling trapped. So, because this news that you're going to receive within the next 1 to 3 days is going to help you get out of this stagnant period, I do see you advancing in some way, shape, or form. With the Two of Wands, kind of waiting for your ships to come in. Also means long distance, something kind of just waiting for something to come in. And with the Hierophant, it's like it's basically that high respectable position, that high order. So it's also a very spiritual card as well. So you could be basically expanding your spiritual knowledge, expanding your spiritual energy. Just there's going to be a lot of forward movement on that front as well. So if your intuition has been off lately, it's going to be heightened. You are going to be in a much more balanced state, so that way you can see things a lot more clearly, and in turn with that, you'll able to make sound and better decisions, as with the Two of Wands. And so, like I said, if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling like maybe work hasn't been moving the way you want, I see you getting that inspiration by or getting some sort of like reassurance that everything's going to be okay, everything's fine, and that in itself will allow you to focus more on making sure you're in a stable place, making sure you're in a good place emotionally, mentally, and that way you can basically get out of this stuck feeling, this stagnant feeling. So overall, for the next 1 to 3 days, near future, I see some good news coming in that's going to allow you to move forward emotionally. Whether this is in the love department, whether this is in the job department, it depends on the individual. If it's in the love department, I see someone reaching out and expressing their emotions. If you're single, or somebody kind of apologizing for something that happened in the past, because a Page of Cups could mean an apology. And this allows you to kind of come to peace with it, and from there make sound decisions and kind of see things from a different perspective. That way, and just for another instance is that like you could be having like an intuitive feeling that something's going to happen, and this week you get news that your intuition is correct. So that in itself gives you that stability and that feeling of like, since I was right, since my intuition was right on point on this, in the future I can rely on it a lot more to guide me where I need to go. So yeah, basically good news coming in, emotional stability is coming in, mental stability is coming in, and whatever issues that were stagnant before, whatever front it may be, I see them moving forward within the next 1 to 3 days, or taking the steps to create that forward momentum. Anyways, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Also comment. And join me in the next one. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.